Just how diverse is India? We are starting this Sea to Summit drive, this epic drive that crosses over 6,000 kilometers right here in Mandvi, a beach town in Kutch, Gujarat. And we're going to go all the way up to the highest motorable road in the world at the Umlingla Pass in Ladakh. Along the way, we're going to be exploring all the different types of terrain that India has to offer, and we're going to be doing it in this, the Venue Diesel. Of course, to say India is diverse would be an understatement as massive as our country's statistics themselves. And from 1996, when India's population was just under a billion to now, there's been an automobile brand that's gone from unknown to one of the most loved. That brand is, of course, Hyundai. And on this drive spanning 6,000 plus kilometers, we've seen exactly that. It really does seem like every second car you pass on the road is a Hyundai. Even in Mandvi, the facelifted Venue already had its fans. Hyundai's new parametric grille with its oversized blocks finished in a beautiful burnished chrome definitely seemed to have done its job, because the new Venue looks the part of SUV even more convincingly, with a full-length light bar at the rear accentuating its broad shoulders, adding to its modern rugged appeal. Mandvi certainly knows rugged when it sees it, being one of India's largest sports, at least before Mumbai's popularity boomed. Moving on, you'll likely notice Gujarat's leading produce, wind power and salt. It's enough to have firmly put the country on the global map. Our next stop, which again was a massive change of scenery, was Mount Abu. Rajasthan's summer retreat, and indeed the only hill station in the desert state. Now, we'd already acquainted ourselves with the extremely competent yet frugal nature of the 1.5-litre diesel in the Venue. Still, having climbed the highest peak in the Aravalli range to get to Mount Abu, we'd expected a hit to efficiency, but the Venue still returned close to the same numbers in the plains. What's also really easy to appreciate is just how nice the steering feels. It's light and twirly enough, but it's got that precision and just that feedback that you want. Even an impromptu stop at the rock hills of Javai near Beda in Rajasthan didn't put a big dent in our average. So another thing that we're going to try and do is start off from a dead standstill. And there's a lot of grip here, even though the rocks are wet and slippery. By this Venue, you can really pull through. When we get to the top, man, the view is so worth it. I think I'm going to get out and get a better look. Heading into Jaipur and managing the old city's chaos certainly highlights the duality of the Venue's easy steering. It's somewhat of a surprise that the Venue had swallowed up luggage for 3 people and a dog, but was still so easy to place on a crowded road. Being able to see the edges of the hood goes a long way, and the new Venue's electrically adjustable driver's seat is a nice, unexpected bonus in getting that perfect driving position. It's also refreshing to be in a cabin that just works. Thoughtful design is the key point here. Speaking of thoughtful layouts, we get to our last stop for now. It's been an eventful few days getting here to Chandigarh, But finally, we come to the end of part 1 of this journey in our Sea to Summit story. Of course, the fun doesn't end here. In fact, some might say it's just beginning, because now we start our climb up the mountains to the highest motorable world, Umlingla. Here we come, and stay tuned for part 2. We're also dying to see just how efficient the venue remains in the mountains of Ladakh, but that's a story for another day.